Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here with Nora and Lucky, and we're going to demonstrate all of the obedience commands your little guy has learned while he's been with us at camp. Now, as you'll notice, Lucky is seated very nicely at Nora's left, which is where all the training starts and stops. And the next thing we want to do is introduce the equipment that we're using. Nora is using a standard 6-foot web training leash. She keeps the bulk of that leash typically folded in her right or left hand, because we are using a clicker and treats as well, and a little martingale collar, a very gentle collar for our young puppies. The first command we're going to demonstrate for you guys indoors is heeling. Heeling is properly walking on the leash, always on your left, and the command is Lucky heel. Now at this point, Lucky's got a job to do, and it's basically to stay even with your left leg. No forging ahead or lagging behind. And you'll notice whenever Nora stops, Lucky's been trained to automatically sit and wait for another command. Now I know at home, or at least in your work environment, there's a lot of distractions where you guys are at, so we're going to recommend if you practice with Lucky at work, then maybe do it out back, indoors, somewhere where there's limited distractions. That's going to be key in the very beginning.
Sit.
Another nice automatic sit. Whenever he responds to a command, he gets rewarded with a click and either with a little tiny treat or praise, and mix in praise and a treat. The next command we're going to demonstrate for you, which is a little difficult for Lucky, is the stationary sit-stay command. So in the very beginning with him, have him hold a sit-stay for 20 or 30 seconds, slowly working up to 3 minutes. If he gets up, you'll notice Nora gave him a little correction, took a step forward, and had him sit. So like I said in the beginning, 20-30 seconds tops, work your way up to that 3-minute mark. And then they take off heeling again.
Sit.
Another nice automatic sit. And you're going to want to notice the placement of Nora's left hand when she's heeling with Lucky. Don't give him a ton of extra slack. You want to slide that left hand all the way down that leash so you can keep him right there at heel position. This is your sit-stay, which he's demonstrating much better than he did the first time. And instead of returning back, we're going to call Lucky out of that. And you're going to, like I said, increase the time and the distance. So in the beginning, only take 2 or 3 steps away from him. Slowly get further and further away, always on leash. And when you call him, the idea is that he comes to you and he sits facing you.
Stay.
We'll demonstrate that recall or the come command one more time.
Sit. Stay.
If he makes a mistake, which all young puppies do, go right back to that command. Try not to get frustrated.
Lucky come.
Calls Lucky right out of that. He comes. Very great focus. He's looking up at his trainer. His ears are up. And they take off heeling again. Now what we've done with his down command and his go to place command is we incorporate a little mat or a bed or something so he has something to visualize and something to see.
Place. Sit. Down.
And this is our down from heel position, so always have him seated first. You're going to take your left open palm, push it towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down and to stay. With your down stays, eventually they can be longer than your sit stays. So I would say 30 or 40 seconds, working up to 5 minutes. And when you're practicing with Lucky at home, like I said, always indoors or at least in a distraction-free environment or the best you can. Keep your training sessions relatively short, no longer than 10-15 minutes tops. This is your down again from heel position on his little mat.
Lucky, come.
Calls Lucky out of that. Again, he comes back, sits facing Nora. Very focused. Ears are up. And then they take off heeling again. Lucky's done a really nice job. We want to thank you so much for using Nora's Dog Training Company. Don't forget, we're always here for any questions you guys might have. Please feel free to call us after Lucky goes home. We've really enjoyed having him, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks again, and have a great day.